everybody, it's Rachel. This video is gonna be about what it's like to marry a Korean lady. And we have Mike in the house.
What's up?
And because he just married a Korean lady. She's our friend Rose, and it's been good 5 months now. Me and Gina actually went to his wedding.
Mike is getting married today.
Yes,
I'm so happy for that. Congratulations.
It was the most beautiful wedding ever.
Yeah, really, seriously.
Do you remember you crying?
No, I didn't cry. You cried.
She keeps on saying she didn't cry, but I started crying because you were crying, and then I
No,
couldn't stop
what?
crying.
No, you cried, and then I was like, what?
Maybe it was because we knew your story.
Yeah, I mean, I cried myself.
When you hugged your mother-in-law.
Yeah.
That was the moment.
Yeah.
And then when you read your vow. Oh my god. So he has some story to tell.
Oh, I have a long story to tell.
Yeah. So are you ready?
I'm ready.
Today we're gonna ask him what it's like to marry a Korean woman, and me and Gina are gonna ask questions. We have a lot of them, so without any further ado, let's get into it. Okay, question number 1. The moment you decided, oh, I'm gonna marry her, that's the girl. That's Rose.
I would say the moment that I decided that Rose was the one was when we both went to America. It was the first year I think we were dating. She actually came with me to America to meet my family.
Yeah.
My mom already knew about her. My family already knew about her. They face chatted and everything. And then just seeing she interacted with my family, my siblings,
Just hit it off.
my mom. Yeah, they did really well. My mom really liked her. My dad really liked her as well. And
She's so lovely.
Yeah.
she's a great person.
She's just the type of person who gets along with literally everybody.
And she just cares about many people. I knew that, and it was like, okay, I think I found her. Somehow I found her. Plus, it's really weird. She's born on November 9th.
Beautiful.
I'm born on November 10th. And so we were like, that's kind of funky.
You
we're just
guys
like,
get to have 2 parties consecutively.
yeah.
Yeah, literally 2 days apart.
So it's like, bam.
Bam! It's coming up.
Yeah, it is coming out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
next
Nice.
month.
Party season. Yay!
Yay.
Gina has second question.
Okay.
Okay, what could be the major difference between your life and your friends who lives to American ladies?
I would feel that one thing that's a little bit different, like because she is an American, there's this understanding of like where you are and who you are. Right? First, when I'm in Korea, I feel very relaxed. I'm calm. I'm not worried. I can walk out and feel okay, right? But then in America, I have a different sense about me where I'm just always careful. She doesn't really have that same sense because she's so used to life in Korea that always feeling safe, that going out and about in America, she doesn't understand what danger is out there. And especially, like, I remember one time we were driving on the interstate and we needed to pull off to go get gas. And I would look at one gas station and say, no, we're not gonna stop in this town.
Why?
We're gonna keep going. And a lot of times because smaller towns in the States can be a little more dangerous, depending on who you are also. And it can be a little more racially charged, a lot of that danger, right? And so
she doesn't
see
understand.
it.
Oh.
She doesn't see it.
So like, why? What's the problem? We need gas, so why can't we just pull up there?
Right, and I think it's because also just as a black man, if I walk into a gas station or if I'm in a restaurant, a small restaurant, there's a lot of like white people in there, like older white people, and it's in the South. And I'm pretty sure even like people watching this who are also white probably understand what I'm talking about. It can feel really like I shouldn't be here. I need to.
Oh my goodness, I can't even imagine being in that position.
Exactly.
Because in Korea we don't ever think about those things because we have the same.
Yeah, exactly.
So we don't ever talk about this because I'm really surprised because this is a side coming from you, my friend Mike, and then I haven't really thought about this.
Yeah, this
Same.
This is like real world America, and especially in the South. I'm just way more aware, and I'm constantly watching people.
And then you are literally with a woman who doesn't understand how it plays.
Right, she's completely ignorant of everything, and just more, she doesn't see it. And I see a lot of it.
I see. So you should be more careful. Like you should be more protective because you're with a person who doesn't just see it.
Exactly.
This is really good. Thanks.
No, you know
I
what?
learned something.
Yeah, me too.
No, right now I'm glad I can give you. That's like real life stuff.
All right, I have third question. How did your parents react? And then how did her parents react? Of course, me and Jina already know this, but do you want to share?
Sure, I would love to share. All right. So the way my parents reacted, I've always been into Korean culture. So when I brought home a Korean woman, it wasn't like a big shock. It wasn't a shock.
Of course.
That was my family. That was my family.
And
Her family, it took them a while. Two things. One, I was foreign and I was black. We first started dating. Rose told her parents in the first few weeks we were dating. And her mom was just like, please, just be friends with them. Just be friends.
To you directly?
So she came to visit, Rose came to visit me at work. Her dad called her and was like, come outside, bring him with you. We want to talk to him. So she's like, okay. And so we both walk outside, we get in the car and we go. At the time I had no idea where we were. I was like, okay, they're gonna kill me and dump my body in the woods, you know? But no, we went to a cafe. And we sat down and it was a lot of small talk. And then the dad's like, all right, so I would prefer for you not to date Rose. To not date. You can be friends. That's fine. Her dad speaks English really well. You can be friends all you want. Her mom said the same thing. You can be friends. I would love for you to come over and cook for you and everything if you were friends. And
Hurts.
you know, and it was really tough because at that moment, you know, it felt really tough. I had a choice to make, right? Because whatever I said next, we would have either broke up or we would have kept going.
Oh my god.
And so I looked at her, and then my voice was kind of shaking because I've never been put in that situation before. And I was like, I understand how you feel, and I'm sorry that you feel this way, but I can't do it. I can't. I like her, and I want to keep dating her. And then, and Rose told me later, if I would have said no, or I would say yes, I'll break up with her, then she would have broke up with me.
Really?
Right then, right there.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And so I made the right choice in what I said.
That was the choice.
That was the choice, yeah.
It must be really frustrating and tough situation to get disapproved.
Yeah.
Feeling disapproved. And then something that you can't even change. I mean, there are a lot of people who get disapproved and don't get blessings from their parents, but those are probably some things that they do in their lives. And then we can't really change.
I know. There were times where she was arguing with the mom, but it's because the type of foreigner that I am. And that's just me being brown. I can't help that. And she knew I couldn't help it. And, you know, and Rose felt really bad for that. And at some point, it's like, what do you say to that? What do you say? Like, I can't. I am denied.
I don't know what to say. Like, it's just something that I didn't have to think about, fortunately, until now.
Yeah.
But you went through that.
I did. 3.5 years of it.
Wow. So, this is not those questions that we prepared, but what did you think finally changed their mind?
One, they felt like they didn't have a choice at that point. Like it was only a few weeks till
you guys were getting married.
We were getting married, and so there was that choice of either we get married with or without them. That would have kind of tore them apart because really that had to be hard on them. Right? To not
be able to
be there for your own, for your firstborn daughter, for any of your children, right? I can't imagine what that would be like as a parent. So,
wow,
yeah.
So I think that kind of just pulled at their heart, and then they finally just gave in.
Sometimes you just have to go through it.
Yeah.
Not taking no as an answer.
Yeah.
They're doing it.
That's right. Now they love me.
We saw the way they hug you at the wedding. We saw. You are the nicest person that I know, honestly.
Yeah. Look at his face.
Look at his.
Yeah. There was Korean Thanksgiving.
Right.
So how did you survive?
Well, I survived. Well, this year, I didn't spend a few days with them this time. I was only there for like a day. So Chuseok was really easy for me this year. But, right after I got married, we took a trip to Kojedo. Because she's from Koje. That was the first time, it was shortly after getting married, that I was with everybody.
Right.
Wow.
And that was...
So nervous.
Oh man, that was really overwhelming. That was.
What's the most overwhelming part? The fact that you're surrounded by old Korean people? Or?
I think that's part of it. Another part is I'm actually in the family.
Yes.
And it's like trying to find your role in the family. That was so confusing for me.
What do you mean by that? Trying to find your role? You are Rose's husband.
Right. But then it's like it's a new family. It's a brand new family.
Yeah.
And it's not like your
You
family.
don't feel like belong.
Right. Even more than just like being in the family. I am now the oldest son.
Right.
On that side in this immediate family, right? So I have an even larger role than the other men who are going to come in after me. And all the women are in the kitchen cooking, and then like her dad and his older brother's like sitting there, and then like I want to go help, but they're like, oh no, just
Oh,
sit.
I know that feeling.
And then like I'm like, should we go help? And they're just like,
Should have helped.
Well, no, actually, I ended up helping with the dishes.
Oh, okay.
Eventually.
Okay.
And
Now,
then they
now
just-
things are changing, by the way.
Yes,
Guys, like,
of course.
in our families, men and women.
They make food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, and then cleaning. Everybody does work at the same time, so do not
Yeah.
put
Oh,
the
no.
ideas into
No,
it.
I mean, I'm already cooking and cleaning
Right.
myself. And
Oh
so-
yeah.
So
Right here.
I'm already doing it, but that was probably the toughest part. Was even language is really tough, especially when
Right.
now the family is together, so families can speak in their dialect.
Dialects.
And Gyeongsan-do accent is just it's so fast and it's so different, and I'm just like,
I agree.
I got so lost. And then now with family, because they're all close, speaking speeds. It's like it just increased by tenfold.
It's
Oh,
like
God.
me visiting Texas, and then everybody speaks in
Yeah.
Texas accent heavy.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
can't.
God.
I don't understand.
And it's just flying. Everything's just flying all around you.
right. I can't keep up. Ugh.
And so it was a great time, but
Oh, I see.
it's gonna take some getting used to.
Fun. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
Last question. A piece of advice to people who want to marry a Korean lady.
All right. So if you were to marry a Korean woman, one of the biggest piece of advice, because this is so big, and I think this honestly is what changed my parents or my mother and father-in-law's viewpoint on me, is you got to learn the language and the culture. And I say this on my own YouTube channel all the time, because my mother-in-law cannot speak English, so I have to make up for that.
Right.
And I have to speak better Korean. And like literally, I'm taking classes. I'm trying to speak as much as I can. I would not advise someone to get married unless they take those steps, because although in the beginning everything might be great, I think down the line it'll start to catch up.
It's about also respecting your partner's culture and their background.
Exactly.
If you love somebody and if that person is happy to be a Korean, then be Mike.
Yeah, be
me.
Mike.
Do your best.
You know what? Actually click on his channel because he talks about lots of Korean culture. So it's gonna be a really good way to understand Korea and Korean culture. He makes videos about them. Thank you so much, Mike, for sharing your stories. It was really beautiful and we learned a lot.
Thank
I
you.
learned a lot.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We had a lot of fun. We learned a lot. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button to join the family. I upload new videos every Sunday. And if you don't follow Gina's Instagram YouTube channel and Mike's Instagram YouTube channel, all the links will be in the description below. And I'll see you next week. Peace out, love you, and goodbye.